Body positivity versus weight loss. Is there an in-between? And is there a right and a wrong? Everywhere we look, guys, everywhere we look, for the last several decades, in media, in music, in culture, we are flooded with images of skinny women in fitness, skinny women on TV, skinny women who are successful. This has been the ideal that has been pumped into our brain as women. And if you are, 30 or younger, like, this has just been the ideal, the standard. And this is the skinny culture. This is what I grew up in. This is what many of us have grown up. But now, on the other side of this, there is a group of people who are waging war against this skinny culture. Body positivity. Body positivity. These are beautiful, amazing, capable, healthy, valuable people who have said, you know what, enough is enough. Like, don't shame me because of my body. They're being told every time they go to the doctor they're overweight, they need to change. They've got this standard of beauty that is attached to them. And this is an amazing movement that is coming out. If you haven't seen this on social media, search hashtag body positivity. You'll hear from some amazing people in their stories. And I want to be very clear about my stance on this issue because it's important. I am a fitness professional and I am a weight loss coach. So you need to know, what do I think about this? Where am I on these two sides of the spectrum, right? All the fitness people, all of the models, all of, everybody saying be skinny, even doctors can be skinny, and then body positivity. So where am I? I am right in the middle, right smack in the middle. And I do believe it is possible for us to encourage and value everybody, every shape, every size, and also strive to lose weight. Okay? So coaching weight loss, like, this is really important to me because I know that carrying extra body weight, while your size is not a determination of your health, it does impact your body. Having more weight puts more stress on your joints. It puts more stress on your body, like during sleep and breathing. It impacts your hormones, right? There's a lot of research coming out now, especially about abdominal fat and how it actually produces hormones and can throw your body and your system way out of whack, okay? It affects your energy. When you're carrying extra weight, it just is harder and it drags you down and can affect your energy. And there are risk factors that are associated with having a higher body fat percentage. Things like early death from heart disease, higher risk of cancer, higher risk of diabetes, higher risk of mental illness. So you can't ignore that, right? You can't ignore that because that's your health. That's your life that we're talking about. And so that's there. But on the other side, you are not your weight. I am not me because I am skinny, and you are not identified and valued because of how you look, right? I believe inherently in the value and worth and beauty of every single person, and you will not, if you've been chasing after an ideal weight or an ideal clothing size and obsessing over this and counting calories and trying to, get to this place where you will finally feel good about yourself and finally be happy, I'm here to tell you that that's not how that works. That's not how that works. And I've seen this over and over again. I have lost friends and people close to me in my life to eating disorders because it's toxic. It's toxic to your brain. It's toxic to your sense of self-worth and value, and it can lead you down into a very dark place. And you honestly can be very healthy and very athletic and very strong and not have a skinny body and not have, this ideal weight that even your doctor may be telling you. BMI, if you've had a doctor sit down and look at your BMI, this is such an old system. It's such an old system. It is not a good measure of health, and we need to throw it and flush it down the toilet where it belongs. I'm just going to say that. So how do these two things then coexist? How can I coach from a place where I celebrate and am positive about bodies, but also encourage weight loss? So that's what I do. It is, it is a struggle. And I talk to moms about this all the time because when you have weight loss goals and you really want to see changes in your body and you want to feel better, it's easy to have this picture in your mind about what this is going to look like for you. And sometimes miss all the other benefits and all of the other good things that are coming if you are changing your lifestyle and changing and improving your nutrition and all of that, and maybe not seeing your body look a certain way. So what you need to know about your body and weight loss is that there are just two things that impact your body and your weight. It's your DNA, it's your genetics, you get what you get from your family, and it is also your environment. Two things that you have very little control over often, right? Can't change your genetics and then your environment. And you might be thinking, whoa. What about all those choices that I make? What about when I sit down at night and I choose to eat a container of ice cream because I'm stressed out? Well, what about the fact that I chose, not to make dinner? I had all the things to make dinner, but I didn't make dinner. I didn't choose to go exercise, right? I had time to exercise. I decided to lay down on the couch and not exercise. I'm choosing those things. So isn't this my fault? And the answer to that is no. It is not your fault. You got to let that go. This is not an issue of willpower. This is an issue of environment, and what is going on around you is a huge determiner of the choices that you make and what you're doing. So your family is a huge part of this. If you grew up in a family where people were not physically active, this was not role modeled for you, it was complained about, or it's just like a very unhealthy environment as far as nutrition, right? You just eat whatever, it doesn't matter. Eat all the candy, eat all the sugar, cool, I'm going to reward you with ice cream every time you do something good. Like, your family has created a lot of what's going on in the choices that you make today and who you are today. So that's not your fault. Not your fault. Stress is another huge influencer of the choices that we make. And when you are under stress, your body is pumping out this hormone called cortisol that causes you to crave and causes you to want to eat as a protection mechanism. And so if you are stress eating because you are, like me and like all of us here, dealing with a lot of stress from raising a child with extra needs, that's not your fault. That's not your fault. And there's also economic things, like you may not have enough money and time, right? If you're working full-time or 2 jobs, or you're a single mom, you may not have as much time afforded to you to be able to do the things that most people can do to get down to whatever we call our ideal weight, right? So it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not a matter of choices. What does matter, though, is how you can actually change your environment and change, where you're placing yourself to become this better version of yourself. And this is why I believe in the power of community, because when we get ourselves into an environment of other people that are doing the things that we want to do, that is what is going to start to help you make those choices. And I see this every single week, you guys, every single week in my coaching program, the Mom Restore System, where I help moms with weight loss, not by restricting diets, not with crazy workouts, but by stabilizing the hormones in our body through blood sugar balance and stress management. What I see in there is these moms that come into that program from a place of frustration, and I know what I want to do, but I'm not making the choices that I want to, and I don't know. And they choose to put themselves into this environment, this really supportive environment with me coaching them, with other moms that are doing this together with them. They're putting themselves into an environment where they have all the tools, they're learning the tools and the things that they need to be healthier, right? It is a weight loss program, but really it's about having better energy. It's about reducing your risk factors for diabetes and heart disease, getting active, managing stress. And at that place, in that environment, these moms change the choices that they're making. It's the environment. This is the thing that we can control. And so if you are here and you're watching this, and if this is resonating with you and you are like, yes, Megan, like that's me. I'm not in this because I am trying to achieve a certain physique, or I'm chasing after this body that is all of a sudden gonna make me feel better about myself as a mom. But I know that I want to be my healthiest. I want to show up as my healthiest as a mom because I see my inherent value as a mom, right? I am the most important person in my child's life. And if I can't show up with the energy that I need and the strength that I need and be there, not just now, guys, but 10 years from now, like when you're old, your kids are going to need you for the rest of your life. And so if that's you and you are seeing that, and you are seeing the habits and the struggles that, you know, are coming in your environment, I want to invite you to take a step to change your environment and put yourself into a place where you're supported. And you may not know how to get control over those choices, but I promise you, it's not a matter of willpower. The only thing that you have to have enough willpower to do is to step out and get support and get a change in your environment, where you're going to have everything in place that you need to start to figure this out and make those choices based on good information, good research, positive atmosphere of women and moms who are on this journey with you, and it changes everything. So if you're still with me, and today that is you, and that is I am speaking to your heart and soul right now, I want to invite you to get on a call with me, because I have just a couple of spaces available right now in my 12-week community program, the Mom Restore System, where we work on restoring your energy, we work on weight loss through balanced nutrition, getting your hormones and everything sorted out through stress management, through daily little bits of movement, right? Like 20 minutes. It does not take a ton of time. It just takes you being ready to step out and change that environment. So I've got a couple of spots. And so if you are interested in learning more about that and talking to me about how I can help you and help change this environment that you're in so that you can start to feel your best, not look your best, feel your best as a mom and feel confident in the fact that you are taking care of yourself, you're role modeling everything that you want to teach your kids, right? And you want to create that environment even in your home of healthy living and exercise and show them what's up. This is how I can help you. So right now I'm going to just put this link here in the comments. Make sure this is good. Yeah. And this is totally free. I do these free calls as an opportunity to talk to you about what you're struggling with, where you're needing help, what's keeping you stuck, and figure out some steps to move you forward. It may or may not be with me, and that's okay. If I know of another program or another environment that would be a better fit for you, I am 100% going to suggest you go over there. But I do this for special needs moms because I care so much. This is my mission in life, is to find this balance between these two things. This culture of, I've got to be skinny. I'm not okay if I don't look a certain way. And you know what? Like, I can be healthy. I can be whoever I want to be. I can eat whatever I want, and find that middle ground where you can thrive as a mom, feel good, and show up as your best. And I love doing this for moms who are raising kids with special needs because it's just different for us. It's just different. If you know, right? And so yes, I could do this program for anybody. It really works for anybody. But because of your unique needs of higher stress levels, less time, and just having all the things that come along with having a child with extra needs, this is where I have chosen to devote my expertise and my energy and my time for you. So just do it. If you're thinking about it right now, just do it. Book a call. Let's chat. It's going to be about 45 minutes of your time. It is so worthwhile to give yourself a chance at being healthy. So I hope to talk to you soon. And let me know in the comments, you guys, if this resonates with you. If you have either been stuck in skinny culture, or if you are like body positivity, you're feeling good, you don't want to obsess about weight loss, like let me know where you're at with that, and I want to get a pulse check on our community here. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna go hang out with my kids for a little bit. Oh, Friday, don't forget Friday Fitness. Can't wait. 10 minutes. We're gonna do some workouts together here in the group. I hope